Welcome back to the shop. It is part 3 of the greatest garage remodel of 2022. Today we are prepping cabinets, getting them ready to hang on the wall. Stay tuned because you're not going to miss it. Alright guys, what's going on? Not totally sure how I'm going to paint all these cabinets. I'm going to take them up to the empty bedroom where nothing really is. Probably the best thing to do, because there's nothing really in there. The walls aren't finished, so it might be best just to paint in there and then be done. After I have lunch and a cold snack, I'm gonna have some of my wife's. She made some amazing beef stew yesterday. Holy cow, that meat was just amazing. So I'm gonna have some of that. Have a cold snack, and then I'm gonna bring these cabinets and put them up in my son's room, right now, spare bedroom, and paint them in there. And then hopefully they dry relatively quickly up there. I'll leave the door open, and it's with a pellet stove. It's pretty warm in here, so it should dry fairly quick. And then yeah, we'll go from there. Paint them up. So I'll do like a brief segment on how I might go about painting. I've never painted cabinets before, and I know a lot of people roll it, but I'm just gonna spray it because I don't really care too much about the cabinets, and they're gonna last for the time that I'm here and probably a good few years after. I just want a nice area that I can wipe off. Like if it gets got a little moldy in the garage last year, a lot of humidity we had, so it'd just be nice to be able to like wipe the mold off instead of it like being ingrained in the wood. But anyway, I'll when I get the cabinets up, I will go ahead and show you guys what I'm going to do, and then we'll paint them and then install them probably tomorrow. Alright, now I got all those in, 7 of them. I only hit the trim once, so it's pretty good. First thing, we gotta take off all the doors, and then we'll come back and we will, I think I'm gonna paint the doors in the garage, just so I have enough room so I can do everything at once. I mean, I'm just gonna split it up between the two. I took it all up there, and then it's like, hey, trying to make a video here. Crazy dogs. Hey! Hip. Wait. Anyway, so a lot of room up there, as much as I was hoping. So we're probably just gonna split it between the two, paint everything so we can paint everything at once. Gotta wipe it all down because there's a little bit of mold I saw when I bought it from the store. It's like a secondhand store, so I gotta wipe that off. I might run a kind of a rougher grit, maybe like 150, 100 over the, just so it has a nice adhesion point. It's starting to snow out here now. Not too bad, but it's cold today. When I woke up it was 10, felt like 3, so that's cool. Here we go. It's starting to lay already because the ground is absolutely frozen, so I'm sure it won't be about 45 minutes. The roads will be white. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna label all these. Don't think you need to tag along for that, it's boring. It's gonna take a couple minutes anyway. And then we'll come back and I'll show you the prep and where we're gonna do everything. All right, so we're back here. Sorry about the echo, there's just nothing in this room. So this is one of the rooms that we're gonna be working on here. And you can see I have it prepped, ready for new tape. So I took all this stuff off all the cabinets here, and they're everywhere in here. So I just got done wiping down most of them. So now pretty rough, but they're a little smooth. So I think I'm just gonna do a quick little with some sandpaper. Like I said, I don't know what I have yet, but I'm just gonna find like a heavier grit, more than 100. And just do a light sand, back it off, and then I'm gonna stage everything in here. Then I'm gonna take the doors down to the garage on the sawhorses. I'm just gonna flip these up on their tops so we can stage and get ready for paint. I'm also gonna turn on this other light. I turned it off when I was bringing everything in because this, damn, it's bright. All right, now I can see a little better. All right, let's go ahead and get started and sand some of this stuff down. So I found some 150 for a sander that I don't use anymore. So that's good. And we're just gonna go ahead and just do just a quick little sand, nothing crazy, just get some of that roughness up. We're not gonna do the back for obvious reasons. So we're just gonna, I mean, even the sides are all gonna be covered. So we really just gotta do the faces. But to me, I'm just gonna do, you know, these two sides, the front, and, you know, a little top and bottom here. But I just wanna get a little bit of a rough edge on there so we can have a good adhesion point and this paint isn't stripping off when it gets humid. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start sanding this and then stage them however, and then make sure I still have top marks on them. And for those curious about what I wiped it down with, just like simple green, I have like the big gallon jug that I can dilute it and stuff, so it makes it nice. I like simple green. Let's go ahead and get started here. All we're gonna do, I'm not really gonna worry about doing the top too much. I feel like a little, this one had gotten wet and stuff, but, and obviously you don't need to do the edges that are open-ended, like the real fiber edges. So that's nice. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of turn it around. So a little. Just putting some medium pressure down, nothing crazy. And go ahead and do the front. And I'm not going to do anything crazy about taping off the inside or anything. I'm just going to let it overspray in there because it really doesn't matter. I just want the outside to look good. So look where it all for. Alright guys, so got everything cleaned up, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to use some of the Kills Original. While this is drying, and then we're going to go ahead and go downstairs. We're going to wipe the doors down. I was going to sand them, but they're pretty rough because they're real wood. They're not just like this laminated particle board pretty much. That's what the cabinets are themselves. I'll just stop here the video and I'll come back when I'm finished. But you can see that, you know, it works pretty good, and you can still see some of the brown through there. But the nice thing is that the color I got's like a dark brown, so I'm thinking that, you know, it'll just cover it right up. So we'll, if I have enough, we'll set up these doors down there and then paint them. If not, then I'll just wait to paint them in here when I have enough paint, because these will be dry tomorrow and I'll be able to hang them. So yeah, so I'll just stop here and then we'll come back later. All right, so I got all this stuff painted, good enough. We're only gonna do one coat of the kills anyway. So yeah, okay, stop staring at my shirt. I know it's silly, like, I got it for Christmas, like 6, 7, 8, I don't know. Long time ago. She's worn out, all right? She's got a few holes. She's a good work shirt. I got a little bit left. Might be able to do like 1 or 2 doors. So I might just do that. That's 1 or 2 doors I don't have to do tomorrow, or whenever I get a chance to paint again. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the solid versus down, paint 1 or 2 doors. It's gonna take a little bit till this is dry enough to put regular paint on, so probably eat dinner or tidy up the garage a little bit until I came down and I painted 3 sides, 1.5 doors technically. They look pretty good. I think I'm gonna do the rest up in the room tomorrow. I ran out of paint anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get some more tomorrow, I think, because it's already 6. Pretty sure Lowe's is closed by now. Well, maybe not. But I think there's about like an inch of snow out there. Go take a look. But I should be able to paint some brown today. I did a little spray painting color with that, you guys. And I'm not too sure that I like it. Got this Krylon Color Max. It doesn't seem to go over the Kills primer that well. And I don't know if it's the paint or if it's primer. So I think got some, I don't like using it because it leaks. I got some brushed flat metallic Rust-Oleum. I might try. I mean, I'm a Rust-Oleum guy. I like it. The only reason I got the Krylon was because it was a little cheaper. But yeah, I messed up. You take a look at that. I mean, she's running pretty good there, which I don't like. And it tacked up like right away though. It just doesn't seem to bite into that wood grain like I wanted it to. So let's try a little bit of black. This is what it, I mean, it runs good. That's not good. So let's see what the black looks like. I had the window open, for those of you wondering. Rust-Oleum, this spray is so much better. It is a far superior product, in my own opinion. I mean, that covered up right away. I'm gonna try a little bit. I just want to see what it looks like over the kills. That's the main thing. I mean, she's covering right up. It's definitely worth the quality because, I mean, she covered right up. I mean, look at that. I'm gonna have to go and get the stuff I think is the right stuff. Should have just went with my gut. I was looking at those paints and I was like, you use Rust-Oleum, you're happy with Rust-Oleum, don't differ. Don't get something else just because it's 30 cents cheaper. You're trying to save some money. Sometimes paying the extra $1 is a little bit worth it, in my opinion. All right, it's the next day. Instead of getting the kills, I just got the red flat primer. I figured that'd be better. I won't see white through it. just for the doors, obviously, because the cabinet's already primed. But I got Rust-Oleum gloss leather brown, and I repainted the cabinets I did last night, and then did another one of the bigger ones almost. I just didn't get one side of it, but that was one can, whereas one can didn't even get me 2 or 3. I think it got me 3 normal size 27-inch cabinets done in that Krylon. So if you ask me, Rust-Oleum is superior. As you can see, that's one coat. It doesn't run like the Krylon does, and it covered a heck of a lot better on the first coat. And then these are some of the ones I repainted, and I think they look much more acceptable. And it just covers better, it doesn't run as easy. So I'm fairly happy with this Rust-Oleum stuff. I'm gonna finish painting here, and then we'll come back, and these should all be painted. Back, and I'm gonna move some of these doors around and paint 3 different sides. I like to start on the back side. Like, that kills primer. Dried pretty fast. And so what I'll do is, since the flat red primer and the brown are very similar in color, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to move these. They're a little tacky, but I'm just going to move them somewhere so they're not in the way. And I can paint 3 more sides and be that much closer to being done with painting the cabinets. I mean, like I said, I can hang the cabinets without the doors being finished, but it'd be nice to have it all done. And what I'll do is I'm going to start on the back side. That way when I flip it over, it won't matter too much if I get some marks on the back side, because you'll rarely ever see it, but you want the nice finish on the outside. So, just going to paint 2 more here, or 3, and then I have a few upstairs yet I have to get to, but I'll get to that another time. Go ahead and I just don't want to do a ton of spraying here. Now, 6 sides already, and I've got about half a can left of this, so I like that. Using a lot less than that Krylon kills, it's just good. We're going to take our gloss brown and go right over top of it. Go ahead and just get the perimeter first. Like I said, this stuff blends in really nice, the red and the brown, and that's true with any primer and paint you want to do. You know, you want to use a light color. You obviously want to use like a white primer or gray, a light gray. But if you do a darker color like this, I've learned the lesson the hard way. It's much better to use a darker primer like a red. So, you know, sometimes I'm learning here with you guys. I don't have that many years under my belt, so, you know, I'm hoping to learn new things every day, and I hope that continues as I get older, you know, because I never want to stop learning, and I don't think any of you should want to stop either. Knowledge is very powerful, and ever since I've been really young, you know, I try to learn as much as I can. I try and do a lot of different things, and it works out for me because I get the opportunity to do some amazing things for people, like my family, like building things or working on a car, or, you know, just general knowledge. I want to be a person that people come to for advice for different things in life, and I think that's something that we should all aspire to do, and I think that's something that we've lost as a people, to have community and be needed. It's getting pretty hazy in here now. To be needed by other people, you know, and this whole past couple of years hasn't really been helping anything, but I would only hope that we can come back stronger as a people. I don't know, I'm just going off on a tangent, just spray painting thoughts here. Alright, so we're back here, and I painted the backside of some of these doors with a red primer, and then did the brown, and it turned out a lot better. I mean, I can still see a little bit of red in like right around here and stuff, but it looks a lot better, and I'm very pleased with that. So I just have to go get some 2x4s or something, so I can straddle my sawhorses and paint the rest of these doors. It's 3. I think I have 3 down here, there. I don't know, less than 10 doors left to do. So if I can find some like 6-foot 2x4s, which I know I have plenty of. It's been quite a few months since I recorded all this footage that you've just seen, but it's just been hard to get the content out. I've been really busy at work, busy at home. It's just pretty crazy, but I figured I'd end it here. Figured 20 some minutes is long enough. So I mean, these are the doors. I'm not gonna bore you guys with all the painting, the rest of the doors. It was all the same. I mean, I used the red primer and then the gloss leather brown, and it turned out really good. I can't wait to show you guys the finished product. So stay tuned till next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe leave a comment below. Helps out the YouTube algorithms or something. I don't know. But share with your friends, and if you really liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, also let me know, because I'm always looking to get better. And sorry about my little tangent there towards the end. It just came to me, and I figured I'd leave it in there for you guys. Hopefully you go back and listen to it. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.